Court is back in session and calls number 327124. The case is filed the state of Texas versus Lester Arline Thomas Jr. We have Mr. Lester Arline Thomas Jr., who's appearing via Zoom with his attorney, Mr. Giles Cope. Mr. Lester Thomas previously was sworn in. He acknowledged that his initials and signature was on State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor penalty admonishment. He also acknowledged that his signature was on the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. And he also acknowledged that he understood the two boxes that was checked at the top of that document. The first box that's checked stated that this is a plea bargaining case and he had no right of appeal. The second box states that he was waiving his right to an appeal, which means that he was giving up his right to an appeal. Now, the court proceeded to the next document, and we will continue with the next document, which is titled the discovery certification. Mr. Thomas, did you sign a document out there that is titled discovery certification?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Thomas, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I have just mentioned, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State. I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
Objections.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Cole, you've advised and counsel, Mr. Thomas, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Thomas, your attorney, Mr. Cole, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation? Mr. Thomas, has your attorney provided you full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Thomas, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial, or also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
30 days county jail.
Okay, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor.
The state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for all the time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case, Mr. Thomas, is $387. Mr. Thomas, will you be able to pay the $387?
Is there a time limit on it?
Or will you be able to pay it before you get out of jail?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
Okay,
Okay.
now, Mr. Thomas, I have an affidavit of indigence before me, but this is an old one. Well, this is one from December 25th of 2020. At that time, the court stated that you met the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney because he found that you was indigent at that time. What I need to know is what your current financial situation is to see whether or not you're still indigent or you're not indigent. So let me ask you a few questions. Are you employed?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so you have no source of income. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. Yes, Your Honor.
And do you receive any type of governmental benefits such as Medicaid,
No, sir.
SSI,
No, sir.
SNAP,
No, sir.
TANF,
No, sir.
and do you live in public housing?
No, sir.
All right. So do you have any form of income?
I think I have $24 on my books.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that that's your bank account, you got $24, okay. And so what we're gonna do now, you have any expenses? For example, rent, do you live with family members, or do you own a home, or are you homeless?
I'm homeless.
Oh, okay, all right. So no utility bills, no, and now how do you pay for your food?
I eat whenever I can, Your Honor.
Okay, so, and obviously you don't have you don't have no form of transportation, is that correct?
No, no, Your Honor. Now, I was driving a vehicle, but it wasn't mine.
Okay, I'm just saying, okay. And so you don't own any cell phones, or is that correct?
I have a Q-Link. I have Q-Link wireless.
Okay, do you have to pay for that?
No, sir.
Okay.
It's government phone.
Okay. And no, you're not on probation or anything, right?
No, Your Honor.
You don't have no medical expenses or any credit cards, anything of that nature, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, the court is going to find that you're indigent based on the finding of your indigency. The court cost in this case of $387 will be waived, and what that means, Mr. Thomas, is you will not have to pay it because the court has found that you're indigent, and the court is going to waive it pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. And so, Mr. Thomas, I'll just repeat the state's offer in this particular case. The state is offering that you serve 30 days in Jefferson County Jail. You'll be given credit for any time that you're entitled to get by law. The court cost of $387 in this case will be waived pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure because the court is finding that you are indigent. Now, Mr. Thomas, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the waiver that the court has made pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you think it's fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state, Mr. Thomas. This will conclude your case. Please follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Mr. Cole,
Yes, sir.
we'll be in